Good, Delight Electronics byamusanze birunge.
Digital box na Equity Bank savinga nabo kandi bakutekeremu amagoba buli kiro.
Dubai Electronics byamusanze nabebye buy kandi byomulembo regional igaza.
Kandi oteba goals plan yebinkayicho ashu center igaza tule King Sports betting abembeko bemukuru Joseph.
Na Karuguze Electronics abakati byamusanze byona bakonda kwayaringa no kusubura kugende mu ikire igaza.
Okay, kire kirungi weekend nginywe na okohe nyine Williams.
Jojo.
Your loving is just too me. And every time you hit my phone, you say you need company. Oh, I'm a runner boy. 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 I'm a runner boy.
From all over the world, local, regional, national and international, KDR FM brings you all the stories. KDR FM News, proudly sponsored by MTN.
To be a winner, you must conquer the unconquerable.
Yes, sir!
Get it down on the ground and give me 50 press up using your stomach.
Winning is hard, but with MTN Momo, it's easy. Simply pay or shop with Momo for a chance to win mobile money every day. Use the Momo app or dial *165*3#.
Terms and conditions apply.
MTN.
MTN Momo is regulated by the Bank of Uganda.
Abantu nyana bakibale kagadi kakumiro na hadi hona mutabaruke habwokuba tyansika arguza egabude obone baletere mibazi yona eyabusireira ikara nogya Kampala manya Kenya manya Dubai nogitoza hati nulekeraho genda bugenda mu batyansika arguza yona emibaze roho okukebera omubiri gwono kamanya na kyorwaire byona byabusa iwo kwenda kukebera computer kwigula ebinywa kandi inyo bakasitoma babo abakuru inyo bakubahereza special care bakusubuza green tea habeya y'omusubuzi okuterwa mutwe kuterwa mutima ekiriro liro mu mubiri kuruma no kuzimba ebigeri ulcers hernia sukari pressure kusanyarara omusujja ogutakira kurumwa omugongo kuruma munda amani geksaija na gekazi toine iwo karwara amaino abo kwani obo kabakuletera mbazi gwa amaino ogubakweta high quality toothpaste bakusemereza obuhereza high hinaiwe buli kya baraza babahunya marunda town council hasanyuka bar and lodge ekandi kuruga kya kabiri kya kasatu kya kana kya katano kya mukaga hamuna kya sande baba karuguza ha office zabwe enkuru ha muhanda gwa kikada waruga ha stand big bank hakona house ne kyapa kibahoja kwano kirora genda bugenda nakasenti kogule mibazi niko bakwijanja bokire abo kumanya bikiraho baza nabo ha 0786 13 04 00 na 0740 95 10 23 yanshi together we share.
For how Chinese bantu baingi muno ohulira kyansimba hano nkwata hamugongo ekifuba kikulemera oburumi munyingo mu baitu hati wekwata ba for how Chinese bano ni bayijanja banokira kimu ebirwaire no biraga nenkoro yawe yekikugu baine byoma ebya meridian therapy nibikonyera okwigula ebinywa kutereza emigongo alinywa bakusasa nibakumara mu busasi bona bwino munyingo hati nywa bakuzimbe bigere mugende mubayikire nibakora handweleza maiso nibajanja basukali harusazi okwetaga kusara size okendeza omunyeto gwine oine ekizibu kyokusanyarara hamuna inywa abateirwe stroke niba batereza ni mugaruka okurungi muno aba for how Chinese hano mukaruguza basange ha muhanda gwa Kizizi ogugenda ha Vision hakiomba ko kiyakona house haine ichundiro lya magiteri yaka opposite Millennium Guest House rundi baterera ha namba zesimu 0 kinana na mnana nsanju na msanju asatu na mnana na 0 mwenda nkaga na ibiri kinana na isatu anna nemu for how Chinese hamuno bwijanja byo burungi.
Esaha zikire musanje zeihangwe ohulirize KDR 10 fama akaire kanu nikakuleterwa
MTN Voice Bundles ezikutera network zona habei dondolo migasita 10 ibiri mu hash rundo yekonyeza my MTN app okome mu daily bundle habo kuba butukubaza itwena titukwemerezebwa. MTN Uganda Limited nerolerwa Uganda Communications Commission.
A very good afternoon. It is exactly 1 p.m. My name is Deo Asiimwe. I welcome you to KDR's News in detail. President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has reiterated Uganda's commitment to strengthening public health systems across Africa, particularly in the disease control and prevention. The president made this statement during the meeting with Dr. Jean Kaseya, the Director General of Africa Center for Disease Control and Prevention, Africa CDC, held at State House in Entebbe. The discussions, which also involved officials from Uganda's Ministry of Health, centered on mitigating public health outbreaks like mpox, expanding local vaccine production, and enhancing the Africa laboratory system. President Museveni has also acknowledged the historical challenges faced by Uganda's pharmaceutical industry, but expressed optimism that collaboration with Africa CDC will stimulate growth. The meeting also focused on bolstering Africa's health workforce and improving community health systems to better manage the disease threats. Dr. Kaseya lauded Uganda's efforts and reiterated Africa CDC's commitment to work with local manufacturers to ensure sustainable vaccine production and distribution across the continent. He expressed his deep appreciation for Uganda's role in supporting Africa CDC's efforts and noted the importance of engaging with African leaders to advance the continent's health security. Minister of Health Dr. General Sacheng praised the Africa CDC for its role in coordinating the fight against disease outbreaks across the continent. She highlighted the importance of organizing in coordination health responses within East Africa and beyond, citing the contributions to managing regional health challenges. The meeting between President Museveni, Dr. Kaseya, and health officials comes at a crucial time as Africa CDC intensifies its efforts to mitigate disease outbreaks, enhance local vaccine production, and improve health systems across the region. Away from that, a 53-year-old man has died on the way to Mubende Regional Referral Hospital, where he was being rushed for treatment after being knocked by a hit-and-run speeding motorcycle at Kasungwa in Kabasekende Sub-County, Kibale District, along the Kagadi-Kibale Tamak Road last evening. The deceased has been identified as Malitini Bazara, a resident of Kasungwa A in Kabasekende Sub-County, who was knocked by a yet-to-be-identified motorcycle as he was walking from his first home in Kasungwa A to his second home in Kaitambaraga, Bubango Sub-County. The deceased was discovered lying unconscious on the roadside last night at around 8 p.m. by road users who identified him and later informed his family members. By press time, KDR FM could not get a comment from the Kibale Traffic Police on the incident, and the particulars of the rider was not yet captured. Now, crossing over to Bulisa District, the government says over 800 people affected by the oil mining activities in the Tilenga area have been resettled. According to Beatrice Akori, the minister in charge of economic monitoring, the beneficiaries were resettled under the resettlement actions plan. The group from Bulisa, Hoiman Chikube district last week received income-generating starter packs at an event held at Kibambura Playground in Bulisa to commemorate the conclusion of the land acquisition and resettlement activities. According to the minister, a total of 5,553, that is 99.5%, people affected by the project have been fully compensated, including 235 physically resettled in the compliance with the national laws and the international standards. Total Energies EP Uganda has provided transitional support and livelihood restoration initiatives to the project affected persons designed to restore and enhance their livelihoods. Through these initiatives, the project-affected persons have received agriculture inputs and support services for 3 years to improve their production and income. At the event, Okori commended the Energy Ministry for coordination of the work being done at the Kabalega Industrial Park, where the construction works of the East African crude oil pipeline and international airport are on course, with the teams working tirelessly to meet the deadline. The development came as a team from the Economic Monitoring and Research under the President's Office and the Energy Ministry visited the oil project area to monitor the progress of development in the industrial area, central processing facility and the drilling site in South Nile, Guna stroke Ngidi wells, as well as the crude oil storage site. Now to Kasese District, the Ministry of Water and Environment, in collaboration with the Kasese District local government, is set to launch a second pilot study on River Nyamwamba. The study aims to determine the exact amount of materials deposited in the river bed over the years, a crucial step in solving the persistent flooding issues caused by siltation. The study, according to Kasese's Senior Environmental Officer Augustine Colley, will help accurately measure the deposits accumulated over the river's bed and guide future desilting efforts. For over 40 years, the river has been subjected to severe siltation, with past desilting efforts largely failing to provide long-term solutions. This new initiative seeks to learn from those past mistakes, addressing the root cause of sediment build-up and ensuring sustainable management of the river. In parallel with the upcoming pilot study, long-term interventions are also being put in place. Frank Namara, the Emergency Operations Manager of the Red Cross, emphasizes the importance of bamboo planting along the river banks, saying that these will help stabilize the soil, preventing erosion and reduce further deposits into the river. However, despite these efforts, human activities such as farming along the river banks or the buffer zones remain a significant challenge. Mustafa Kikusa, the chairperson of the Kasese Disaster Management Committee, has issued a stern warning to residents engaging in such activities.
You are still listening to KDR News Broadcast. This is the news on the international scene.
Now, for the news on the international scene, Kenya. The troubled Kenyan Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has made a shocking revelation that he survived assassination attempts several times and insinuated that President William Ruto was behind it. Speaking to the media outside hospital in Karen yesterday, Gachagua said that assassination attempts on his life occurred before his impeachment process began. He further notes that after the two attempts to assassinate him through food poisoning failed, that is when the impeachment motion to remove him as deputy president was hatched. Parliament last week impeached Gachagua over several cases related to corruption and misconduct, a decision that was endorsed by the Senate. However, the High Court in Kenya stayed the implementation of the resolution by the Senate and subsequent approval of Professor Kithure Kindiki as Gachagua's replacement. Gachagua has also said that if anything happens to him or his family, President Ruto should be held responsible. The early Senate is 10 minutes past 1 p.m. We'll take a quick look on the top stories as we make a roundup of today's bulletin. President Museveni pledges support to Africa CDC's public health agenda. Man dies while being rushed to move in the hospital after being knocked by a hit-and-run motorcycle. Over 800 Tilenga project-affected persons settled, says Minister Akori, and I have survived multiple assassination attempts, says Gachagua. That marks the end of today's afternoon bulletin. My name is Deo Asiimwe. I wish you the best of your afternoon and a happy week.
From all over the world, local, regional, national and international, KDR FM brings you all the stories. KDR FM News, World's proudly sponsored by MTN.
To be a winner, you must conquer the unconquerable.
Yes, sir!
Get it down on the ground and give me 50 press up using your stomach.
Winning is hard, but with MTN Momo, it's easy. Simply pay or shop with Momo for a chance to win mobile money every day. Use the Momo app or dial *165*3#.
Terms and conditions apply.
MTN.
MTN Momo is regulated by the Bank of Uganda.
Abantu nyana bakibale kagadi kakumiro na hadi hona mutabaruke habwokuba tyansika arguza egabude obone baletera mibazi yona eyabuzireyira ikara nogya Kampala manya Kenya manya Dubai nogitoza hati nulekeraho genda bugenda mu batyansika arguza yona emibaze roho okukebera omubiri gwono kamanya na kyorwaire byona byabusa iwo kwenda kukebera kompyuta kwigula ebinywa kandi inyo bakasitoma babo abakuru inyo bakubahereza special care bakusubuza green tea habeya y'omusubuzi okuterwa mutwe kuterwa mutima ekiriroliro mu mubiri kuruma no kuzimba ebigere ulcers hernia sukari pressure kusanyarara omusujja ogutakira kuruma omugongo kuruma munda amani geksaija negekazi toine iwo karwara amaino habokwane ogonka bakuletera ombazi gwa amaino ogubakweta high quality toothpaste bakusemereza buhereza high hinaiwe buli kya baraza babahunya marunda town council hasanyuka bar and lodge ekandi kuruga kya kabiri kya kasatu kya kana kya katano kya mukaga hamuna kya sande babakaruguza ha office zabu enkuru ha muhanda gwa kikada waruga ha stand big bank hakona house ne kyapa kibahoja kwa no kirora genda bugenda akasenti ko gule mibazi nikwo bakwijanja bokire abokumanya bikiraho baza nabo ha 0786 13 04 00 na 0740 95 10 23 Yanshi together we share.
For how Chinese bantu baingi muno ohulira kyansimba hano nkwata hamugongo ekifuba kikulemera oburumi munyingo mu baitu hati wekwata ba for how Chinese bano ni bayijanja banokira kimo ebirwaire no biraga nenkoro yawe yokikugu baine byoma ebya meridian therapy nibikonyera okwigula ebinywa kutereza emigongo alinywa bakusasa nibakumara mu busasi bona bwino munyingo hati nywa bakuzimbe bigere mugende mubayikire nibakora handwereza maiso nibajanja basukali harusazi okwetaga kusara size okendezo munyeto gwine oinekizibu kyo kusanyarara hamuna inywa abateirwe stroke niba batereza ni mugaruka okurungi muno abafo how Chinese hano mukaruguza basange amuhanda gwa kizizi ogugenda ha vision hakyombeko kyakona house haihine ichundiro lya magiteri yaka opposite Millennium Guest House rundi baterera namba ze simu 0 kinana na mnana msanju na msanju asatu na mnana na 0 mwenda nkaga na ibiri kinana na isatu anna nemu for how Chinese hamuno bwijanja byo burungi
onu niwe kacharuwa kejara chikumika chonyeza isharufama
muguru sisembera hano ngo kujya rubona ujya kora kanendero jwahi
rubona
ngagwiza rubona kujya gukora yoki
nkwenda bampe ya kenyenywe
onyoire bwaira ero kenda kunyi
boyene bitaro bipenge ndegende
hati bitano tingu kwa sente zona zo kujya kusisa
boyene warajimpa nyuma wa mayu
iwe nankayo abakota tamuka ukaryama kanendera oba bukayirega bakera oba iremo
bari basigaze bayirogezigeze
abasigaze bayirogezigeze bakoze
iyo ruga pikipiki hamotoka
muguzi bakwebia
biya tingenda
iwe yenda
nyonyo ikintu waraje
hati waraje ja kukwita ikikwenda sa waraje kiti
hati waraje ya kwa kutamiza
haraje yangu akukwihaho atotamiza wanga sente zinga muze
ngonya kenko mibiri nikandamiza ndani ndiya
hati nobunkuroro ziringa inoti otamire ngumibiri zonka 2000 bakweto digida
oba chakara
wahurira wa sente za Paris modo
eza Paris modo nkayikinzenda
to kwenda sente za Paris modo habwa
nyine mbunu yezale byana munana
Otiyo?
bikora kiro 15
Yana munana buli cyana kiro ha.
hate pale simude kunyenda huko.
Okay. Do you have a wife?
I have.
And the children?
Exactly.
How many?
I think I have 7.
Okay. Hati digida abyahika bakuha amaizi. Habakuba na rota nikakujua hamun.
Nyote nywa maizi.
Omusaijono bakuha amaizi otamire muno.
Nyote nywa maizi.
Habwaki otanywa amaizi.
Tine muroire.
Ogo yuwabaire kacharuha kejara chikumika choneza isa tufama
100.3 The Sound is
amazing. 100.3 in the mix.
When can I just see the love of the Lord upon you? Oh, fana nyenyo kisa nao.
Fresh music all day.
Love to jimise but fuire mirere.
Ladies and gentlemen, 100.3 more music.
KDR 100.3 FM.
Hit music belongs here. The new Radio Back to Life podcast. The station playing your favorite music. The new Radio Back to Life podcast.
Caribou is a development radio.
Hit music belongs here on your the number one station.
Enti kanisa manyesi yawe ha KDR chikumika tonyeza isatu fama ne kuikibwawo Kampala Boys Phones and Solar Center. Abantu bona nibasima lubereza bwabo. Buli kimu kyona bakina hali ebya solar hamune bya masanyarazi kandi byona biri original. Bihabuhangazi no mara nabya kasumikaraira muno. Bali mutawuni yigayaza. Hamuhanda gwa kakumiro. Hayi na mukera Batista. Ne kyapa kirono kirora. Baina solar panels original. Musaize zikwawukana. Ote kirona batteries zaho. Ezamaiza mneze nsano. Baina wires. Amatara gasora mnaga masanyarazi. Flat TV screens muhicheze zikwawukana subwoofers baina emizindaro emikota mune mitaito masini kasera isoke baina ebidusha ebika byona hamu na decoders zawo extensor cables inverters regulators power collectors baina amaradios ago kucharginga hamu na gamakara buli kimu